And it, what's up YouTube? Q here again, back with another video for you. In today's videos, I briefly spoke about this topic once in my top 5 quirks for the Camaro, but in this video, I'm going to tell you the worst feature I have ever seen, definitely in this Camaro. So this is actually a feature, and I cannot believe this. So I didn't notice I had this on the car until a certain day when I was driving my Fiesta, and just driving the two cars, I would never notice it driving the Camaro because I drive the Camaro a specific way. But going from the Fiesta to the Camaro, I definitely noticed this thing. So before we hop into the video in greater detail, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. So let's cue the intro, no pun intended. First thing on my list is to get these cars washed. Well, just Camaro today. I'll do the rest of them another. Oh my God, I almost fell. We got a big snowstorm and it keeps snowing. So I ain't even get a chance to shovel the snow that came last night. Barely shoveled the snow that fell the other day. Blazer looking terrible. Hellcat looking terrible. Camaro looking terrible. But I'm about to get this Camaro washed right now, so let me grab my mask, garage opener, start this thing up. This thing gotta get clean. This is the worst it has been and probably ever will be. It's loud. This Blazer moved out the way. Probably gonna be a couple minutes late to my car wash appointment. Just look how filthy this thing is. Look at my exhaust. That's terrible. That's nasty. Shows up way worse on the purple. That sounds pretty bad too. What happens when you got salty roads. I've been putting it off so long because it keeps snowing every other day, so I don't want to get it washed, and then as soon as I get home it needs to wash again. But at this point I don't even care. It just needs to get off the car because it's not good for the car at all. So yeah, about to get the car washed and I'll get back to the video. Honest, I lost a little bit of love for the Camaro getting a Hellcat, but just seeing the car clean, I'm in love all over again, like it's a brand new car. It probably hasn't been this clean since it's been new. Got the steam coming from the brakes and all that good stuff up under there. So with these Camaros, it comes with the feature, and what it does when you're in first gear, it blocks you from going into second gear, and that's so there's a feature, it wants you to go from first gear to fourth gear, which is horrible because you're going so slow. And when you don't have enough RPM, which you really don't, when you go from first to fourth, like the car almost wants to stall. And this is really close to stalling, and I don't know why they would engineer the car to do something like that. But that's what these do. And you can't really block it out. Like there's no way to turn it off. There's no switch or no button. Or it's just standard and you got to do that. So from reading on the forums, to eliminate this, you just got to accelerate harder. You just got to go faster. And they say it does it from 19 miles an hour, which is cool, which I normally do. But if I'm just like leisurely driving, or like with all the snow out here, I'm not trying to go that fast in first gear because you will slide, or the traction control light will come on. I'm not trying to do that, so I try to shift to second gear as early as possible. But you can't do that because it blocks you out from doing that. And if you want to save on gas, which that feature was meant for, but you're not going to get that good of a mile per gallon on a car like this. It's got 455 horsepower, so I'm averaging like 16, and I drive pretty conservatively. On the highway you can, but I'm not shifting in first gear on the highway. Like, that's on the streets, and the gas is just going to be terrible. Yeah, so shifting from first to fourth, I hate doing that. And like for me, I tend to panic shift when I can't go into second gear, because older cars, they don't always go into gear because of your stuff like the synchros being bad. So I try to bang it in the gear, and the more I try to bang it in the gear, it won't go because it's locked out. So I either gotta like speed up in first gear if I can remember, which I never do, or go to third gear, which normally helps, or fourth gear. Or sometimes I shift out of first. I don't know, it's random because I tend to panic when I do it. So yeah, I really hate that feature because I'm not trying to save on gas on this car. And I don't think anybody that has a Camaro is trying to save on gas. And it's only up to 19 miles an hour, so you can fix it by accelerating harder. But like with all this snow out here, like look at this. This is the snow we got to drive through. Just got the car clean, as you know. But yeah, it's just all this mud, slop, slush. This, see, like when you go down there, like it's just snow in the street, so you don't want to accelerate that hard. And it doesn't happen all the time, only when I'm like leisurely driving. So like I mentioned earlier, I was driving my Fiesta and I tended to shift that earlier because it's a turbo engine, so its torque is down low. The Camaro is torquey everywhere, but I would shift the Fiesta earlier in the RPM, just leisurely driving around. And the same thing, I like translated that over to the Camaro, and I would get locked out quite a bit. So that's what I hate. So let me show you all what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, before I forget, Jay, he did a really good job. Check out Jay's mobile wash. He's stationary right now because it's too cold. Like, got a tear coming out my eye right now. But he did a fantastic job on the car. Really quick, prompt appointment, in and out, dried it off. He does interior and exterior too, and I'm a Rim Challenger here as well. So I'm gonna link him in the description, and I'll have it on the screen right here somewhere. See, there it goes, right there. And I can't even go down in the second gear. All right, now I can. No matter how hard I pulled it, it wouldn't let me go in the second gear. And I guess to make it do that, or to avoid from doing that, you gotta pay attention to the cluster right there. So it'll put up that animation when you go from, it says go from first to fourth. So I guess you should pay attention to that, but if you're focused on driving, I don't know how you do that. So I'm gonna wait for it. And then it won't let me shift. So then I gotta go to fourth gear, and I'm flooring it now. The car struggles so hard to move that low in the RPM. And it sounded like the car wanted to stall. Like if I didn't apply the throttle immediately, it would have stalled and I would have been looking stupid in traffic. But let me show you all one more time. Let me see if I can get a different angle of it doing it. So I guess pay attention to, yeah, definitely pay attention to the cluster. But if you're driving, you really can't do that. That's why I panic shift, because I don't be looking at that when I'm driving. Let me see if I can tell when it does it. I'm looking at the heads up display. So I'm doing 16, and it, okay, there we go. Doing 16 miles an hour. Let me downshift in the first. Don't downshift in the first, you shouldn't do that. Okay, it's not gonna do it again on that one. I'm gonna try and get it one last time. So I don't know if they did that for like EPA reasons, but that doesn't make any kind of sense to me. Like, why lock out second gear? Like, second gear is like the most, well, it's obviously the second most used gear, but it's like one of the more useful gears. Sometimes I start off in second gear. There we go. I guess I can. I gotta put a lot of muscle, and I'm pretty sure I might break something if I keep doing that. you got to put a lot of muscle behind it to get it to go in the second while that's up there. So for those of you that watched when I was teaching Josh how to drive a manual transmission, I had pointed out to him like, yo, you got to go in the second. Oh, we moving. We going.
Hey, that was like a little rough launch. Though.
Oh, yeah.
That was a little rough launch.
We doing it. That's mainly it. Once you get the first gear and to go to second gear, you ain't even got to be as smooth at all. You just bang it down the second.
Bang it down the second.
And
ain't it like foot off the gas and put on the clutch to bang it down the second?
Yep, exactly.
All right. On this long stretch, I'm banging the second real quick.
All right. Oh, you got to go all the way like to the left and down. It's in neutral right now. Yeah, still in neutral.
It's still in neutral?
Yeah, there you go. If you just ease, we in second now.
Let me find out I drive manuals now. You like that.
He was in neutral. That's probably what happened to him. So that's well, it's not even my fault. That's GM's fault. He went from first gear and he didn't go into second gear. We had to I don't know if he had to force it or whatever he did. As a new driver, that'll spook the crap out of you. But if you are new to manual or if you're not familiar with the Camaro, just accelerate, like going over 19, or as I saw 16 miles an hour. Maybe it's 16 to 19. Actually, let me find out now once I get to this next red light. But yeah, when I first started driving manual, like something like that, I'll be installed the car out trying to get it to move. Cause like all you can think about is getting to the next gear, and when it doesn't do that, what the heck is this guy doing? Like you a panic shit. Yeah, that dude was about to come straight out the hand car wash. That's where I should have went, but I'm lazy, and I'm trying to stimulate my economy. And I like Jay's mobile wash. He's a young dude, motivated, always busy. Like yeah, I like to support businesses like that, especially like when you first starting out. Like that's how people make it. And he's in my community too, so. He's that close to me, like I gotta support the guy. All right, we're gonna try it one more time. Let's see when it stops. I see it turns on at 16, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So it turns off at 19. Turns on at 16, turns off at 19. So if you didn't know, now you know. Damn, mics all sound good. Woo. All right, folks, back at home. Home sweet home. One of these cars is not like the others. Filthy, and finally clean. Yeah, I gotta get all these cars washed, but I'm gonna do the other two another day. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that stupid feature. I don't even know what it's called. Like that trash doesn't even deserve a name. But I don't know if it's called like second gear lockout. I don't know, first to fourth shift. I don't know, to save on gas, whatever. I hate it, and definitely wish it didn't come with the car. Cause like I said, like when I'm driving in snow, which look at all this snow, man. I can't even look at that. This is bad. But yeah, definitely driving through snow when you're trying to feather it at that. Between 16 and 19 miles an hour, which I guess I do a lot because I noticed it. Like I don't notice things a lot, but when I do notice something, like that means it stands out. So that's exactly what it did. But yeah, that's my little rant on that. I hate it. Is it a deal breaker for the car? No, but it's definitely what I hate most about the Camaro. Out of all the things, even that top list that I made, the 5 things I hate about the Camaro, this is it. I didn't have the Camaro long enough to even notice that. Like I was locked out before, but I didn't know that was a feature to lock me out. I thought it was just like, cause sometimes manuals do that. Definitely older ones, not new ones. Like the Challenger doesn't do that. The Mustang always went into gear. Every car I had, minus my old cars, every new car always goes into gear, but the Camaro doesn't. But that's a feature. So if you didn't know, now you do know. The automatics are not affected. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's it. That's all. So. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram too. I always forget to shout out my Instagram, Q_the_chaotic, same as my YouTube channel. So check me out on there. Post there whenever I post a video, sometimes in between. More active on there than YouTube. So yeah, definitely check me out. With that being said, I'm about to close out this video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that bell, and I'll catch you all on the next upload. Peace out.